Here's a really interesting point between Novak Djokovic and Nishesh Basavareddy that ends with a shot you typically only see at the very amateur level. Djokovic hits a great wide serve, and Basavareddy does a good job of just getting the ball back into play. So Djokovic is going to step into the court, and he hits a backhand approach shot and forces Basavareddy into a running backhand passing shot. Basavareddy hits a great shot. He keeps it super low, and from here you're going to see what I think is some really interesting anticipation from both players. Because Basavareddy, because he kept this ball so low, he's anticipating a drop volley from Djokovic. So you're going to see him take a couple steps forward in anticipation, but then Djokovic actually volleys this ball deep, so Basavareddy is going to have to change direction and track this ball down. Now, Djokovic is anticipating a dipping forehand passing shot, probably the go-to passing shot on the Pro Tour. And so you're going to see from our perspective, Djokovic split step to his left to cover this ball. Now, Basavareddy is going to hit a shot we call the parachute instead. Now, the parachute is like a lob, but you don't actually care if your opponent gets a racket on the ball. You're trying to lob their left shoulder and force them into a tough backhand overhead, and that's exactly what happens. Now, typically when you hit a parachute, you're going to get a defensive backhand overhead through the middle of the court like this, and that is what Basavareddy is anticipating. But that's not what Djokovic hits. Djokovic hits kind of a weak ball back down the line, and what I find funny is on 3 consecutive shots, the players have anticipated a shot that their opponent ended up not hitting, so they make very bad poker players. Basavareddy has to change direction and track this ball down, and then he hits just a moon ball that goes completely off the frame. Now, incredibly, Djokovic does not miss the overhead, and they end up in a backhand-to-backhand slice battle, but then Basavareddy hits a slice down the line. And this is where Djokovic hits a shot you typically only see at the amateur level. Maybe the ball bounced sideways, I don't know. But not only does Djokovic miss this forehand, he actually bounces it into the net. I can do that. So instead of bouncing your forehand into the net, go download the Fuzzy Yellow Balls app and check out Crush It. Each one of those buttons takes you to a drill showing you how to get power out of that part of your body.